We begin and start with the arrest of a suspected serial killer on New York's Long Island.
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
Serial killer. Serial killers.
Deep within the corners of America, a sinister truth waits, ever present but unseen. At any given time, a chilling 25 to 50 serial killers are believed to weave through the country, always on the prowl, eyes peeled for their next unsuspecting victim. Mention serial killer, and names like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, or Richard Ramirez might instantly flash in our minds. But what's truly unsettling is the silent predators we don't know about. Those who silently persist in their dark desires, always one step ahead of the law. Today we're journeying into the spine-tingling realms of cold cases, and we'll shed light on the 10 such predators that continue to cast a dark shadow over the American psyche. The Long Island Serial Killer. In the heart of New York, a sinister presence has haunted the region for over 2 decades. A malevolent force responsible for a gruesome tally of at least 10 victims, spanning the years from 1996 to 2010. And the chilling truth is, there may be more victims yet undiscovered, hidden within the dark tapestry of this unsolved horror. Meet the enigma known as the Long Island Serial Killer, or some have dubbed them the Craigslist Ripper. The scope of their heinous acts remains a chilling enigma to this day. This eerie saga began when authorities stumbled upon an unthinkable truth while searching for missing sex worker Shanahan Gilbert. Human remains were inadvertently uncovered, hinting at a sinister pattern emerging at Gilgo Beach, a potential dumping ground for a serial killer. Initially, 4 lifeless bodies were unearthed, prompting a deepening of the investigation, which led to the discovery of 6 more. 8 of the victims were women, all of whom had utilized Craigslist to advertise their services. But the macabre tableau didn't end there. Among the grim discoveries was the body of a toddler, shockingly revealed to be the offspring of one of the victims. Another shocking twist came with the discovery of a cross-dressing male victim, shrouding the killer's motives in an even murkier veil of mystery. While several suspects were identified, none bore conclusive ties to the 10 victims who met their horrific end. Some speculate that the Long Island serial killer may possess a law enforcement background, giving their astounding ability to evade capture for such an extended period. As we delve deeper into this harrowing tale, the chilling puzzle of the Long Island serial killer continues to elude resolution, a haunting mystery that refuses to fade into the shadows. Jeff Davis. In the swamps of Jefferson Davis Parish, Louisiana, a haunting tale of mystery and tragedy unfolded between 2005 and 2009. During those fateful years, the lifeless bodies of 8 young women aged between 17 and 30 were discovered, their lives cut short in the most gruesome manner. What makes this case even more perplexing is the eerie commonality among the victims. Several of them were connected, with one pair tragically being cousins. But perhaps the most chilling link of all was their shared role as police informants. In a bizarre twist, some of these victims had reported on other individuals in Jefferson Parish before becoming victims themselves. The investigation into the murders of the Jeff Davis 8 would uncover no legitimate suspects, but it would reveal a tangled web of allegations of misconduct within the Louisiana police force. As if the case weren't already confounding enough, an investigative reporter later suggested a theory that sends shivers down the spine. The person or persons responsible for those heinous acts could very well be connected to law enforcement. Given the victim's history as informants, this chilling possibility becomes all the more plausible. The notion that those tasked with upholding the law might be involved in investigating their own crimes casts a sinister shadow over the Jeff Davis 8 case. Today, it stands as a haunting example of potential police corruption, a grim enigma that continues to send ripples of unease through the community. And in October 2019, Fresh interest in this chilling case was ignited thanks to Showtime's gripping documentary that shed new light on this dark chapter in Louisiana's history. The West Mesa Bone Collector. In the chilling annals of crime, a horrifying discovery unfolded in February 2009 near Albuquerque, New Mexico. It all began when a woman, out for a peaceful walk with her dog, stumbled upon what she believed to be human bones strewn across a desolate mesa. Alarmed by her find, she promptly alerted the authorities, setting in motion a harrowing investigation that would reveal a dark and gruesome truth. As the police descended upon the mesa, they were met with a sight that sent shivers down their spines. Along with the same stretch of land, they unearthed the remains of 11 women, each with their own tragic story. These women, aged between 15 and 32, had been ensnared in the grim web of the sex trade, their lives brutally extinguished. Most of them shared Hispanic heritage, and a particularly heart-wrenching detail emerged. One of the victims had been pregnant at the time of her merciless murder. Though the case of the West Mesa murders remains a haunting enigma, law enforcement does have two major suspects in their sights. However, the cruel hand of fate has intervened. One of these suspects is languishing behind bars on an unrelated charge, while the other has met his demise. Lorenzo Montoya, who resided in a trailer not far from where the victims were discovered, met a violent end in 2006 at the hands of a sex worker. An eerie twist of fate that hints at his next potential victim. Joseph Blee, a known rapist in the area, drew police attention when they uncovered a trove of women's jewelry and underwear in his home. Yet, despite these tantalizing clues, the elusive link connecting either suspect to the West Mesa victims remains elusive. The case lingers in the depths of the unsolved, a grim reminder of the haunting mysteries that still haunt the landscape. Today, the investigation remains open, a testament to the enduring quest for justice for the 11 souls whose lives were tragically stolen on that desolate mesa near Albuquerque. Brazil's Rainbow Maniac. Across the globe, in far-flung corners, the haunting specter of apprehended serial killers casts a long shadow. One such chilling narrative unfolds in Carapicuíba, Brazil, where the malevolent presence of the Rainbow Maniac once reigned. During a sinister reign of terror that spanned 18 harrowing months from 2007 to 2008, the Rainbow Maniac ruthlessly claimed the lives of 13 individuals, all executed with cold precision, bullets to the head. Their final resting place, Pateras Park, a serene locale turned into a macabre theater of horrors, where their lifeless bodies were discarded amidst nearby bushes, their trousers shamefully lowered. The brutality of this serial killer knew no bounds. One unfortunate victim met their end through a brutal beating, while the 12th victim faced a staggering barrage of 12 bullets, a testament to the relentless savagery that defined this spree of violence. Nestled in the heart of Sao Paulo, Carapicuíba exists within one of South America's most progressive cities. However, during the time of these heinous acts, the shadows of ultra-conservative groups loomed large, their voices dripping with the intolerance towards the LGBTQ+ community. It's not inconceivable that the Rainbow Maniac may have been a vengeful homophobe, seeking to diminish the vibrant tapestry of the gay community. In 2011, a glimmer of hope emerged as a suspect was apprehended and brought to trial in connection with these gruesome killings. Yet the wheel of justice took an unexpected turn when the deciding jury returned a verdict of not guilty. The Rainbow Maniac, shrouded in mystery and malevolence, remains at large, an ominous presence possibly having escaped the grasp of justice. In the annals of unsolved crimes, this chilling tale stands as a stark reminder of the darkness that can persist when a serial killer remains at large. Ibadan forced serial killers. Prepared to descend into the depths of a chilling nightmare, where the boundaries between reality and the macabre blur. In Nigeria, nestled within the eerie embrace of the Ibadan forest of horror, or the ominous evil forest, a spine-tingling tale unraveled in 2014 that could have been plucked from the darkest pages of an H.P. Lovecraft story. It all began when an intrepid motorcyclist ventured into the heart of Soka Forest, located in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. What he stumbled upon defied belief and plunged him into a nightmarish abyss. Amidst a landscape of decaying structures, a sinister colonized area emerged. Inside these grim edifices, a ghastly tableau awaited. A grim assembly of over 20 rotting corpses and severed human skulls. More horrifyingly, 10 living souls were found, cruelly chained to slaughter benches, their existence hanging by a thread. Within the sinister buildings, piles of discarded clothing, boots, and passports bore witness to the unsettling mysteries that shrouded this place. Despite painstaking efforts by the police to trace the owners of these passports, the trail led to dead ends, leaving countless questions unanswered. As whispers and rumors swirled in the wake of this horrifying discovery, tales of religious zealots indulging in ritual sacrifice and cannibalism took root. Nigeria, a nation steeped in deep religious traditions, found itself grappling with the primal horrors that this revelation unearthed. Since the harrowing unveiling of the Ibadan Forest of Horror, a somber procession of Nigerians, driven by the anguish of missing loved ones, has made its way to this desolate place in search of answers and closure. Yet, the true face behind these unspeakable horrors remains shrouded in darkness. A chilling reminder that even in the modern world, echoes of ancient and primal fears can still send shivers down our spines. The Smiley Face Killers. In the dark underbelly of a perplexing mystery that spans 2 decades and stretches across 11 different states, a bone-chilling narrative emerges, one that has come to be known as the Smiley Face Murder Theory. The grim tally stands at a harrowing 45 college-age males, all tragically meeting their untimely demise after succumbing to intoxication. However, beneath the surface of these seemingly unrelated drownings lies a sinister suggestion that a serial killer or a collective of them might be lurking in the shadows, orchestrating these deaths with chilling precision. The hallmark of this eerie theory: smiley faces, symbols of malevolence, discovered near the sites where at least 12 of these men met their watery end. It's surmised that these victims are abducted, their lives snuffed out in the most sinister of ways, and then unceremoniously disposed in bodies of water, all in a calculated attempt to disguise their murders as tragic accidents. Though connecting the dots may seem like a stretch, certain chilling commonalities emerge. The presence of date-rape drugs in the systems of select victims, rendering them utterly defenseless, raises unsettling questions. The victim profile, too, is eerily consistent: white males, athletically inclined, successful, and popular in their circles. However, it's the condition of the bodies that sends shivers down the spines of investigators. One victim, missing for an astounding 40 days, defied the laws of decomposition. His corpse bore no resemblance to someone submerged in water for 6 long weeks. This disturbing anomaly echoed in the cases of multiple other victims, creating a disquieting aura of mystery. Whether one views the smiley face murder theory as fact or fiction, there's an undeniable chill that permeates this unnerving saga. In the shadowy realms of unsolved mysteries, it stands as a testament to the human capacity of darkness and the enduring quest for answers, however unsettling they may be. Pedro Lopez, Monster of the Andes. The sinister tale of Pedro Lopez, born in Colombia in 1948, unfolds as a chilling descent into the darkest corners of the human psyche. His early life was marred by tragedy. Born to a sex worker and forced to bear witness to unspeakable horrors from a tender age. By the early 1970s, Lopez has plunged into a nightmarish odyssey of rape and murder, targeting young girls across South America. His reign of terror would take a fateful turn in 1980 when an attempted abduction went awry, leading to his apprehension by vigilant locals who delivered him into the hands of Peruvian authorities. Once in custody, Lopez unleashed a horrifying narrative that defied belief. He confessed to a staggering body count, claiming to have taken the lives of about 3 girls every week for 2 years. The jaw-dropping total, a horrifying 300 victims. Skepticism naturally cloaked these claims, but Lopez guided police to a nightmarish scene, a mass grave containing the remains of 53 of his victims, a gruesome testament to his reign of terror. The narrative becomes shrouded in uncertainty afterward, with varying accounts and reports. What remains incontrovertible, however, is the shocking fact that Pedro Lopez was released from prison in 1994, despite accumulating one of the most horrifying body counts in recorded history. He was confined to a mental institution for 3 years before being set free. In 2002, Lopez resurfaced as a suspect in a new murder, casting a sinister shadow over his freedom. However, since 1998, he has managed to elude capture, vanishing into the abyss of obscurity, leaving a trail of darkness that continues to haunt the collective imagination. The I-70 serial killer. The Midwest of the United States bears the haunting memory of the I-70 killer, an unidentified serial murderer who sent shivers down the spine of the region during a deadly spree in the spring of 1992. The moniker owes its origin to the proximity of the stores where the killer's victims worked, all situated within a few miles of the notorious Interstate 70. The I-70 killer's chilling modus operandi involved the deliberate target of young, petite, brunette women who toiled alone in specialty stores. In a gruesome twist, one male victim was mistakenly chosen, possibly due to the store's female name and his long ponytail, a fateful detail that may have been confused for a woman's hair. The reign of terror commenced on April 8, 1992, with the brutal slaying of 26-year-old Robin Faldower in Indianapolis. The bone-chilling path continued with the ruthless murders of Patricia Smith and Patricia Magers in Wichita, Michael McCown in Terre Haute, Nancy Kitzmiller in St. Charles, and the tragic end of Sarah Blessing in Raytown. The I-70 killer operated with ruthless precision, often striking during the quiet hours when the store stood deserted. Each victim met their tragic fate with a gunshot to the back of the head, delivered by a .22 caliber firearm. Although robbery occurred during these crimes, it seemed to be a secondary motive. The chilling web of this serial killer may extend further, with potential connections to 2 additional murders and an attempted murder in Texas between 1993 and 1994, as well as the 2001 murder of a store clerk in Terre Haute, Indiana. Despite nationwide attention garnered by shows like Unsolved Mysteries, America's Most Wanted, and Dark Minds, the identity of the I-70 killer remains a macabre enigma. No suspects have been publicly named, and investigators have relied on witness descriptions to create composite sketches. The killer is described as a slender white man with reddish hair, distinctive lazy eyelids, and a firearm believed to be an Intratec Scorpion pistol or an Irma Work ET-22 pistol. Age-progressed versions of these sketches have been released in a desperate bid for recognition, as the dark tale of the I-70 killer continues to cast a shadow of fear over the Midwest, where communities can never forget the lives tragically lost to this unsolved mystery. The Vending Machine Killer. Japan's fascination with vending machines is no secret, with approximately 5 million of these automated marvels scattered across the nation. That astonishing figure equates to roughly 1 vending machine for every 23 people, a testament to the country's love affair with this convenient technology. Yet amid this vending machine abundance, a bizarre and chilling episode unfolded in Hiroshima between April and November of 1985. forever etching itself into the annals of the peculiar and the sinister. During this time frame, 12 individuals met a tragic end, falling victim to paraquat poisoning, while an additional 35 suffered grave injuries. When authorities delved into the unsettling circumstances surrounding these poisonings, a peculiar pattern emerged. Most of the victims shared a common thread: the recent consumption of the drink Oranamin C. Concurrently, the company responsible for Oranamin C had launched a marketing campaign offering complimentary bottles of the beverage from vending machines with each purchase. In a quirk of Japanese culture, individuals sometimes left Oranamin C drinks on the top of vending machines for others to take if they had no interest in the beverage themselves. It was within this peculiar tradition that the pieces of the puzzle began to fit together. The grim truth slowly came to light. Someone had been tampering with those Oranamin C drinks, contaminating them with paraquat, and then placing them back on top the vending machines. However, the elusive poisoner remained a phantom figure, as tracking them down proved nearly impossible. Most of the affected vending machines were nestled in quiet, unmonitored back streets, devoid of the watchful eyes of CCTV cameras. The identity of the perpetrator responsible for these poisonings remains an enduring enigma, lost in the shadows of this bewildering and disturbing chapter in Japanese history. The Maniac with Dull Eyes. The sinister figure known as the Danilovsky Maniac, or the Maniac with Dull Eyes, cast a chilling shadow over Russia during a reign of terror that spanned from 2004 to 2007. Operating from the city of Serepoviets in Vologda Oblast, this enigmatic serial killer left a gruesome trail of at least 7 murders in his wake. The victims of this remorseless predator were all young women, aged between 17 and 31, their lives ending in the most horrific of fates. Each one had been subjected to a brutal rape before falling victim to the maniac's savagery. However, this horror didn't end there. With the malevolent flourish, the killer left behind a chilling calling card at each crime scene, a series of crude, pornographic drawings scrawled on nearby walls. As the bodies continued to surface, investigators began to piece together the grim puzzle of a serial killer at large. The maniac's reign of terror stretched further back in time, with authorities suspecting him in a series of murders dating back to 1999. The shadow of his malevolence even loomed over a young woman's murder in 2010, raising the unsettling possibility that his total tally of victims could stand at a grim 17. Yet, despite the relentless pursuit of justice, the Danilovsky Maniac remained elusive, vanishing into the shadows. His identity remains a haunting enigma, a stark reminder that some dark forces continue to elude capture, lurking in the shadows, and perhaps still haunting the fringes of society today. In a world filled with unsettling mysteries, the presence of serial killers serves as a stark reminder that danger can lurk in the most unexpected places. While these killers may not be in your neighborhood, their haunting tales serve as a chilling testament to the depths of darkness that humanity can plumb. And as we navigate this intriguing and often eerie world of the unknown, we remain ever vigilant, knowing that the truth may one day come to light and justice may yet prevail. Until then, we continue to explore, uncover, and seek answers to the mysteries that both fascinate and terrify us. Thank you for joining us on this unsettling journey through the world of serial killers and unsolved crimes.